You go to school for like 20 years, bro, not to learn anything useful, bro. They're programming you to become a good, hardworking, tax-paying member of society where you put your mask on, you shut your mouth, you pay your taxes, and then you die, bro.
One of the most biggest problems are that they can't expand their mind because they are so stuck into their bubble.
People live like stuck in this system, the matrix, bro. It's made to make you work around. I can teach my kids the same I've learned in 12 years in school. I can teach them in 1 month, bro.
Bismillah, assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to the Barakah CEO podcast. I'm Amin Mustafa and I owned a multiple six-figure agency business. And throughout my career, I got tired of seeing Muslim entrepreneurs block themselves with limiting beliefs or also bad mindsets. So I decided to start this podcast to bring you the stories, the lessons, and the moves you need to become the man and the CEO you're meant to be, of course, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. So this shouldn't be just a fluffy and inspirational talk, but rather a conversation what brings you really value and also direct action steps. And right now, I'm very excited for my first guest, Alexander Petrov. Thank you for being here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, of course. I would say the first lesson what other people can learn is being friendly to other brothers in the masjid. Or what would you say?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we met in the masjid like a couple of weeks ago, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And yeah, I mean, I saw you were a nice guy. So, I mean, I saw you have like the... not to toot your horn, but like I saw you have like the nur, so you're mashallah. I got good vibes from you, let's say. So
brother, same. And I approached you, and mashallah, you could help me a little bit with my social medias, and because you already grew your audience to 490k, mashallah, in Spanish with doing dawah, and on the other side helping brothers to get a halal income online, but you not always had those 490k. You had also a time, 2015, where you were, like many brothers of us, a little bit broke or not in the situation where we want to be. So maybe you bring us there back. How was 2015? What was the situation back then?
Okay, so 2015, the situation was, 2015, I was like 19 years old. Yeah, I mean, the situation kind of starts a little before, but yeah, 2015 pretty much, because then it's when I started working. I was like living with my parents, let's say, and then the first month I got a job. I got myself a nice apartment. I was like sharing, as nice as it could be. I was paying like 160 euros rent for a room with the uni students.
Subhanallah.
And yeah, basically I was like getting around 1,000 euros a month pay. And bro, I was not making it until the end of the month. So I was like, something is off here, like people because this is the regular salary, like 1,000 euros a month in Spain. It is, that's the average,
Really? Okay.
Yeah, 1,000, maybe like you would say 1,500 now, but it's not much different. So 1,500 is actually a good salary in Spain, let's say. Most of the people get like 1,200, something like that.
Okay.
So I was getting like 1,000 a month, and I was like not making it until the end of the month. Like it was like, wait, what's going on? Because I'm paying 160 euros rent with expenses included, with the Wi-Fi, with the electricity bill, with everything, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like not making it until the end of the month. So like something is not adding up. Because I know people have families and they have to pay full rent, maybe like 500 or 600 or 700 euros in the area that I was living, because that's like in a small city, near Barcelona.
Okay.
But if you live in Barcelona, like you get a studio for 1,000 euros. I was like, wait, something is not adding up here. Like how are these people making ends meet? How are they getting until by the end of the month?
So it was really that you couldn't even pay the food in the end of the month, or what was the situation?
No,
like?
I was paying the food, bro. I was like the first month, I remember, maybe it was the first or the second. Like I have like a good friend. I was asking him money because I wanted to buy like these LED light bulbs that were like changing colors and stuff. It's not like I was not getting by the end of the month, because I was like, of course, now I'm working. I'm not supposed to only get a house and food, bro. Like like I want to buy stuff, bro. I'm not working here to just have food, bro. In my parents' home, I had food for free, bro. I'm not working to get the same, bro. You know what now I'm working to buy me some nice things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was buying. I remember I asked my friend, bro. I asked him like to lend me some money because I wanted to buy these LED light bulbs that were changing colors, bro, for my room. And I'm like, bro, I'm not having money for this, bro? And are these people making ends meet, bro? And I didn't understand, you know. I was like, something is not working here. So I started. I don't know if you want me to go on and on with the story, but you let me know where you want to take it.
No, 100%. No, it's very interesting. So because in your situation, when was this the first moment? No, I asked that again. Was this the first moment where you realized, okay, now I need to change something because you saw that you can't buy the things you want to buy, and it was not even really expensive?
Yeah, I mean, at that moment, I realized that I need to do something different, bro. I realized that, you know, like, I need to do something, bro. So I started, to be honest, like, I thought that, at that moment, I thought that if I only got 1,500 a month, bro, I was at 1,000. I thought only if I get 1,500, bro, my problems will be solved. Okay. I'll be able to buy my light bulbs. I'll have like $500 extra, right? So, you know, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then eventually I got to that.
How?
Basically so it was not in the same job actually, because I worked for like 2 years. So, you know, there's many details in the story. I worked there, I was installing like internet for one of the big companies of internet providers. I was installing internet at the homes, you know, home internet. And yeah, we had like, it was nice because we had like a point system, you know, like the more installations you did, the more you were getting paid. So I was focusing on making more installations, you know, like I remember one month I went to the north of Spain because they were paying us more euros per point and stuff like this. So I was, you know, trying to grow inside the company. Yeah. But eventually, I got, I left. I mean, since there, bro, like I realized I need to make more money. Okay. So I started looking online, you know, I started, you know, what you do when you don't know, you search on Google. I was like, how to make money online, you know?
True. And now there are like...
Not online, sorry. How to make money.
Yeah.
I was just looking on the internet how to make money, right? You know?
And like today you can find 1 million courses from different gurus trying to sell you their course how to make 10k halal.
Maybe I have my own course, bro, how to make 30k.
No, true. But like, what was on the internet back then? Like, did you find a lot of things, or like I can't imagine, because I saw 2080 something like that. Dropshipping was getting like very popular. But what was 2050? Like, what did you find then?
No, to be honest, bro, when I started watching these book summaries. I started watching, I think it was a channel on YouTube. I'm not gonna mention it because probably they have like some music. I remember it has some music on the background, you know, so I'm not gonna promote stuff. I'm not gonna say the name, but you know, it was a channel with I remember the name, with book summaries. So I think I ended up there. I started watching like book summaries, and you know, they were talking about things that were making a lot of sense, right? Because at that time, bro, for me, like, for example, now, like if I made 10k a month, bro, like I wouldn't even be able to pay rent. But back then, bro, I wouldn't I didn't even know that 10k a month was possible. Actually, when I was, because I dropped off of 11th grade, so I don't know if that's until 12th grade. I think that's considered high school. Yeah. So I'm a high school dropout. Because I was not going to school, but it was not interesting to me. But I remember as in 11th grade, I wanted to become an engineer because I saw that the average engineer salary was like 5k. Yeah. So for me, I was like, whoa, I can get paid 60k a month, 60k a year. I was like, that's crazy, you know, like, because my parents are getting like 1,000 a month, you know. If I can become an engineer, bro, I'll be rich, you know. So I wanted to become an engineer, but then I was so little interested in what they were teaching at school, bro. Like I dropped off because in 2 years I repeated 11th grade, And between the 2 years, I studied 11th grade twice, bro. I can assure you, I didn't attend class even half of what a normal person does in 1 year. So I was not going to classes. I was leaving home in the morning. I was pretending for my parents that I was going to classes, but I was not going to classes, bro. I was just hanging around the streets, and then doing some other stuff. So yeah, back then I didn't imagine, like I didn't think like it was not fitting in my mind, like how is it possible to make like 10K a month? I didn't know about this stuff. So I started researching. I started coming up with some books, and they were like talking some interesting stuff. The first book I read that really like was like crazy, it opened my mind, was like The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was crazy. It was a complete mind shift, I was like, oh wait, but this guy's talking about some 8K a month, I think, or something like that. But like,
okay, but
what is this,
what did you take from this book, like where it really like opened your mind that more is possible in your life?
I mean, to be honest, bro, if you would tell me right now what is the book about, what does it say, what made 100%. You change your mind, bro, I don't even know what the book is about, bro. I couldn't make like a one-page summary of it, but I know this book is the one that changed my mind. Okay. But basically, the guy was saying how he got his, I think he had like a limo business or something like that, and he was basically, I was seeing by this guy was explaining to me basically that it's possible to make, I think he was talking about 80K a month, I think. So I was like, wait, so you can actually like, is this real? Like how 80K? I was starting to expand my mindset. Then I read Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Poor Dad and Rich Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So it was like I was opening my mind at that time, and I was still installing the internet.
But would you think that most of the Muslim people, because I guess also other Muslim people who are entrepreneurs, that and also maybe from entrepreneurs, that the most problem, or one of the biggest problems, are that they can't expand their mind because they are so stuck into their bubble? Because we want to talk here also about like mindset shifts, for example. So would you say that is the big thing, that a lot of people can't like expand their mind beyond their imaginations?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they can't, but they haven't been introduced to the right information, right? Because like, if today, like for example, if today I meet some guy with a, I don't know, private spaceship or something, I'll be like, and he's like, oh yeah, that's not too difficult. I'll be like, oh wait, maybe like I can get a private spaceship or whatever. But when it's not in your reality, when it's not in your reality, when all you see is poverty around you, and all you see is like people complaining about their boss, or people not making it until the end of the month, or people like looking for a good job, where a good job is like $10 or 10 euros an hour, which is like, bro, you cannot even buy a Big Mac, bro. Like you work on 1 hour to buy a Big Mac, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing. But when your reality is this, bro, like you're like in your box, you're like in your cell, you're like in your small cell, and you don't know like what's outside, and it's not only for Muslim, bro. It's Muslim, non-Muslim. Like people live stuck in the matrix, bro. People live like stuck in this system that it's made to make you basically work around. It's made to it's made to be, you go to school for like 20 years, bro, not to learn anything useful, bro. Like I can teach my kids the same I've learned in the 12 years in school. I can teach them in 1 month, bro. Like I don't need to go there to learn like all this stuff. In like it's just a programming thing, they're programming you to become like a, saying it as it is, like to become a good slave, bro, to become a good hard-working, tax-paying member of society, where you put your mask on, you shut your mouth, you pay your taxes, you watch the news, you watch what we want you to watch, you think what we want you to think, and then you live for 80 years, bro, and then you die, bro. This is what, like Shaitan is in control, bro. That's why... Alhamdulillah. That's why they don't want you to be Muslim, bro. Because when you're Muslim, bro, you're not like thinking about all those stuff. But we're getting off topic. Maybe you want to. I'll let you redirect. I don't know how much you want us to go deep in those topics.
No, 100%. But what I saw now. What I got out of this year is like also that you not only like expanded your mind, but also thought about, okay, I need to maybe change my circle, right? Like change the environment I am in, to not maybe see always poverty around me, or always like this broke mindset with like, okay, I need to just have enough for the end of the month, but also to expand a little bit more, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and did you change then something with your environment, or?
I mean, it was like a little bit more in the future, maybe like in 2017, like I started probably, I mean, bro, to be honest, like I started getting in touch with people that were making money through the first course I bought. Like, as eventually I started reading books, as I was telling you, and my mind started expanding. And then I was following this guy on social media who was like, I'm gonna teach you how to make 10K a month with a social media marketing agency. I was like, yeah, this sounds great. Let me. He had like a 1 hour and a half long a video presentation of the course, and he was like, if you go to the universities and this and that, and it's 100K and 4 years, and we're wasting all this time. He had like a good analogy, which I liked, is, like a college degree is only useful. It's like scissors, it's like having scissors. The scissors are useful if you have something to cut with them.
Yeah,
if you don't have anything to cut, you don't use the scissors.
Sure.
So he's like, if you want to be a lawyer, engineer, whatever, go to uni. But if you want to make money, don't go there, because it's useless. So he's like, I could charge you like 100K for this course, or 10K, or 50K, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna charge you 5K, bro. I'm just gonna charge you 997. I was like, wait, what? I was waiting for this guy to tell me the price, because he was like, I'm not gonna charge you 100, I'm not gonna charge you 50, I'm not gonna charge 20.
The price.
I was like, come on, brother, tell me how much you're gonna charge me. And then he said like 997. I was like, bro, this guy's crazy if he thinks I'll give him 997 for his course, bro. I was like, this guy is crazy, And then I went on with my life for 3 months. And then I started seeing like all the people, like he started uploading testimonials. I made like 8K, I made like 2K. I closed my client making 30K. And I'm like, wait. I thought that this guy was stupid, because if he thought that I was going to give him 997, because this is like my whole salary for 1 month's salary, and I don't keep it, I don't keep it. Like, it's like I don't have the money. It's my salary, but I don't have a K in my bank. I'm like bankrupt financially. And then I started seeing all the testimonials. I'm like, wait. Then I was like, okay, so really it is me who is the stupid one here. It's not him. So people are getting results. So it's me that I'm stupid. As I was outside waiting for my car to get repaired, bro. I had like an Audi A3 from the 98 or something like that. From 20-year-old Audi A3, bro. The gearbox broke. I had to take a loan to fix a 1,200 euro gearbox from a 20-year-old car. And I was waiting outside the mechanic. And then I saw all these testimonials. And then I realized, wait. I'm the stupid one here. So then I called my brother. I asked him for money to take a loan on his name to give me the money. And I would repay him. And long story short, basically, I joined the course, and then I got into the community with other people that were doing the course. I connected with some brothers from Spain that, because the course was in English, it was not, but there were people from Spain. I started connecting with them, and then that was the beginning, let's say, of me getting out. Like I paid for the access to these people, because like, bro, around me there was no people, bro, like.
Okay, but just let's stop here, because when I understand this right, you had no money in your bank account, but you still took a loan from your brother to invest in this course, in your knowledge.
Oh, bro, yeah, because I knew, in Spain, like when you log into your bank, if you have like a fixed work, let's say, you don't need to go to the bank to get the loan. You can get the loan from your phone. You can get the Insta loan. Instant loan. So I knew my guy had the button on his phone. And I'm like, bro, it's time for you to take your instant loan, bro. Like, I was like, bro, like, I need to get this course, bro. I need to get this course to make money, bro. And I told him, get me the money. Take the loan, give me the money. I'll pay you $200 a month until I repay you. Then I'll repay you 200 extra for the favor you're doing me, right?
Yeah, true.
And that's what I did. And bro, that's what the best decision of my life, bro. That's what changed my life, bro. That's what opened my mind. That's when I got the knowledge that I needed from the people, the right people, I got into the right community. And then it's all started from there.
Okay, but because maybe we have mainly a Muslim audience, we need to tell them maybe in the beginning, in that time you weren't Muslim, right?
Yeah, of course I was not Muslim. I'm a revert. Like I've been Muslim for like almost 3 years now.
MashaAllah.
Back then I was not Muslim.
Yeah, because like you told us about the loan and
yeah, of course we know, like, guys, riba is like the one of the major sins up there with like killing people. Like Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that there's 73 levels of riba, and the lowest level it's like committing zina with your mother. So it's not like it's we don't want to get anywhere near that. But you know, I was not Muslim, so
100%.
I was not Muslim.
Just because I don't want people to like have
you need to ask your brother to give you money, but not to take a loan from the bank, or maybe if it's a halal bank. But this is another thing.
Yeah,
but they don't give loans. They just purchase the product. That's
it's another thing. But what we can take here from this, but what we can take from that lesson you learned there was that you maybe need to take the risk to not only expand your mind, but also to get access to a group which have the goals you have. Maybe would you say that like this, or
bro, you know, the risk is staying where you're at for like 40 years, bro. This is the risk. The risk is not buying a course, bro. The risk is not buying access to knowledge or people, bro. The risk is staying, doing what you're still doing, and keep doing this and keep being in a job, getting paid $1,000 a month. And when they lay you off and they fire you, then you're like hopeless. Now you need to look for another job, and you're dependent on the government giving you like some help. And this is the risk, bro. The risk is not going out there buying a course. This is the best investment you can make on. It's the investment on yourself, right? So the risk is not doing that. The risk is staying where you're at right now.
Yeah. So you're looking more on when you take decisions on the cost of lost opportunities, what you or at least like on the cost what you are getting if you don't change. Right?
Like, exactly. It's the opportunity cost, you know. Like you know, the biggest thing is that you don't do it. You know, like people become 60, 70, 80, and they start regretting all the things that they didn't do. You know, but don't let this be you, bro. You know, you don't need to be regretting. You will not regret what you did. You will regret what you did not do.
Yeah.
You know, what else? You need to invest in yourself. Yeah, that's what. You can start reading books. If you don't have money, you don't need to, you know, there's a ton of free information, but you need to start expanding your mind. And
so what would you say, why are a lot of people, even if they have the access to YouTube, to free courses, to also some online people who have like great knowledge and spreading this on YouTube, what you can watch for free, why would you say are still so many people stuck in their actual situation right now?
I mean, depends on the situation. I mean, there's people that they don't want to change. They're just fine with the job, and that's fine. You know, if your job is halal and you just, you're comfortable and you're just waiting for Malik al-Maut to come and to take you with Allah, bro, that's fine. You don't need to, like, not everyone needs to be a millionaire. Not everyone needs to be a billionaire, you know. Not everyone needs to be an entrepreneur, bro. You know, like I sometimes I get comments on my videos like, you know, oh, but if everyone was an entrepreneur or everyone owned the business, you know, like we need people to pave the roads, you know. I'm like, yeah, bro, this is you, you know, this is you, bro. We need you to pave the roads, bro. If you don't want to be millionaire, bro, of course we need people like you, bro. Like it's not everyone will be or needs to be a millionaire, you know. And it's totally fine, you know. But this was not just me, bro. I was not feeling comfortable sitting there doing the same thing every day for like a miserly wage, miser salary, and not be able to, like, bro, like our brothers and sisters in the West, bro, they need to ask permission to go pray, but a lot of them, they're not even like praying, bro. You know, the day of judgment, the first thing that we're going to be asked is about the prayer. If the prayer was good, the judgment will be good. If the prayer was bad, the judgment will be bad. But there's guys that they come after Isha and they start praying Dhuhr, Asr, and what is this, bro? Like, and they know I need the job, bro. The job, you don't need the job, bro. You need to obey Allah, bro. Allah is giving you the risk, not your boss. But you know, like when you're in a job, you need to ask permission to go to the doctor, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that, bro. I ain't asking no one permission for anything, bro. Like I'm doing my thing, you know. So this was not me, but if this is you, it's fine, you know. Like I'm not talking down on you. I'm just talking to the brothers that want to do something else, that want to get out of the matrix system that's keeping you trapped and keeping you a slave of the government, your boss, or whatever. If you want to go out to get out of it, you know, you just need to start. It's a process, you know. Maybe you will not get it done in the first week, in the first month, but you know, you just need to keep progressing, and eventually you'll get there.
100%. Now, like, you had this insane decision to like get a loan.
I don't think it was insane, bro.
Yeah.
I'd have been insane not to get the loan, bro.
Yeah, 100%. So you take this big decision. At least it was a big decision to take like the loan from your brother. And
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's big, bro. Like, I didn't even think it for a second, bro. I saw all these people making money, bro. If I called him right there on the spot, I'm like, bro, I need you to take this loan, man. You're gonna take this loan, bro. I don't accept no for an answer, bro. You need to give me this money, man.
Okay, yeah. So at least you did this decision,
Yeah.
And then you had like then this time period of you taking the course, and then on the other side having the process till you made your first money with the course or with the social media marketing agency. So how was this period of time? Like, was it like in 1 month you all directly got results, or how fast did you see progress?
No, it was not in 1 month. It was actually in a few months. But to be honest, like I was happy. I was happy, and I wouldn't say comfortable, but I was like I was progressing. You know, I was getting the knowledge. So I was not like in a hurry. I was in a hurry, but I was happy making progress. At that time I was working as a delivery guy. I was delivery guy. I was going around with my van, and it was not my van, the company's van. And just delivering packages. So I was listening to audiobooks. Like bro, I had this audiobook, bro. I was listening to it like at 2x the speed. I think I was finishing it 1 time a day, bro, and I was repeating it and repeating. I was brainwashing myself with the mindset that I needed, right? Because I had been programmed for so long by the Matrix, bro, by the Shaitan run brainwashing agencies called schools, bro. So I needed to unwind and unprogram and get the right programming, you know. I need to throw all the trash I had in my brain and then fill it up with like the stuff that I needed. So I was feeling, basically. When I bought the course, bro, I was in that process, you know, like I was listening to my audiobooks, I was watching the course, and it took me a few months. I bought a list of restaurants. I bought a list of restaurants in Barcelona that were doing over $1 million a year. Because I was like, these guys are making $1 million a year, and I call them and I tell them, I'll increase your sales by 20% with my marketing stuff. Be like, what's $1,000 to them? Like it's like peanuts. Like they don't even realize like it's like going to buy like a bread, something like that. And I got the list of all those restaurants. And disclaimer for all our Muslim brothers: don't promote restaurants in the West because they sell haram stuff and it's haram to promote them. But I'm just telling you what I was doing because I was not Muslim, right? Unless they're halal restaurants, then it's fine. So I got this list, and I had this list. I was sitting on this list for, I think, I don't know, maybe a few weeks, if I remember correctly. And I had this list, bro, but I was not making the calls, I had this list, bro, and I remember one night I was like playing, I think I was playing Battlefield 3 or something like that. I was like playing on my computer, or I was playing Call of Duty, I don't remember. I was playing something, bro. I think it was Battlefield, which even though it's irrelevant, bro. But anyways, I was playing Battlefield, bro, and I was like, I need to start calling these people, It's about time I started calling these people because I'm out here playing Battlefield, but I have this list. I want to make money, like I'm comfortable, like I feel well because I'm listening to these audiobooks and I'm changing my minds. But like I need to start doing something. So it was a few weeks since I got the list. I was not calling anyone. And one night it was like 12 a.m. already, almost. It was 12 at night almost. I was like, I need to start calling these people. But, I already had the mindset. I was like, but, if you decide to do something, it's the time. It's not tomorrow. So I started calling these restaurant owners basically at 12 a.m. or 11 p.m., 12 a.m., something like that.
Okay.
And they were picking up the phone, because the restaurants are open. They were like, oh, yeah, you need to call tomorrow because the owner or the one that sits in charge it's not here. So I was like, okay, the people in charge, they don't come. They're just the waitresses and stuff like that. So then I started calling them, and some of them were like, oh, yeah, you can come by tomorrow tomorrow in the morning. And I was like, okay, so now I have this list. I'm calling them. They're telling me you can come tomorrow morning to present you, to pitch your stuff. But I'm like, I have like an 8-hour job. So I don't have my morning is not free, and I live like 60 kilometers from Barcelona. So it's like a 1 hour drive almost. So how am I going to do this? And I just had a friend that he was pitching me on these very nice products that he was working for a company. He was explaining me how it's very easy to sell these products and they're great and people love them. The only difficult thing to sell these products is to get into people's homes, to be actually get into the home to sell them.
Okay.
Once you get in, you can sell them easily, but the difficult thing is to get in. So then, like, I was driving and like I got this, like, the light bulb turned on. I was like, okay, so wait, now I learned how to do marketing instead of doing marketing for all these restaurants or these other people, which is not compatible with my schedule anyway. So this is not gonna work right now. I will start making marketing to sell these products, and I'll start working as a salesman, and So I kind of, combine these two things. I started because one of my mentors was always like, you need to learn how to sell. You need to learn how to sell. You need to learn how to sell. 70% of billionaires have held a sales job position throughout their lifetime. So I knew the importance of selling, So I was like, all right, so I'll get this in this job as a salesman. I'll use my marketing skills to get in front of the clients, and this will be the best of both worlds, sales and marketing. So this is how I got into it, basically. And so I started getting, we could say the first results within a few months, When I took the decision to start calling, then I saw it was not going to work. Then I decided to do this thing.
Okay, so, but you went not to the restaurants, you went then to just people's homes. Like they had a different list, like you just took a sales job.
I took a sales job, and then and then I took the sales job, and within a few weeks, I discovered that these products that I was getting like $200 commission or $300 euros commission to sell them. I could be getting like over 1,000 or 2,000 commission because I found the manufacturer. So I was like, if I buy them myself, And I was like, and this job is not really providing me with anything. You know? Like I will look up for my own leads. They're just providing me with the product to sell. But I can buy this and and I can make like 10x my commission. So this is when I made my first company, and then the first day I had sales, bro. The first day I had sales, which took me like maybe a few months, I would say. Like it was December 29th. Okay. The first day I sold something, bro. I made 7,000 euros in one day, bro.
Subhanallah, because you sold this product, but not from the company, which just give you a commission.
I had sold a few from the company. I learned the system, but then I found the manufacturer, and then I started selling them by myself. I opened my own business, getting the leads through Facebook, through the knowledge I got from the marketing course, and then through knowing this product. Then I combined both things, and I made 7,000 euros in one day, bro. And this is when my life changed, bro. At that time I had 3 jobs, bro. The sales jobs, the delivery guy job, and I was working as a waiter in the weekends. So I had 3 jobs, bro. I was making around 2K a month at that time with 3 jobs. And then I made 7K in one day.
And your mind was exploding.
So then instantly, I became jobless, and my only job was the job I created for myself. Like I left all the other jobs.
Okay, but when we just go back to the moment where you had the list, because I had literally had also a client who said not on a list for a few weeks, he said on a list for 1 year, and he didn't call anyone. What was the reason? Because I know a lot of Muslim entrepreneurs who have like a little bit of fear or a lot of fear against selling. Or like especially against calling people. What was the exact moment? And I'm not talking about this like battlefield moment where you maybe got killed in this battlefield, but like what was the real moment where you realized, okay, I need to do the step, I need to do the call?
Bro, it was like a few weeks later because I was like, I bought the course to make money. I had gotten the list to start calling these people, but it's not a Muslim thing, because I see you keep saying like. Some Muslim brothers, they're trapped in they don't think it's possible, or they don't want to make the calls. But this is like a human thing, where we're like, we don't want, we have this fear of rejection. We don't like to get rejected. We don't like people telling us no. So, 100%. Bro, when you start, we don't like getting out of our comfort zone. Even it's better way to describe it. We don't like being outside of the comfort zone. So bro, you know well, bro, that when you start making these calls, bro, it's not gonna be comfortable. Bro.
Yeah.
You can have you can have not worked at any sales jobs, bro. You cannot have sold anything in your life, bro. But you know well, bro, that when you start making these calls, it's gonna get uncomfortable, bro. People are gonna start asking you questions. People are gonna be telling you no. So you know that. So you're risk averse. You're like, you don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You want to sit in your comfort zone. So that's what's keeping you inside, bro. And that's what I realized. I was like, okay, but here playing Battlefield, I'm not going to start making money. So a few weeks had passed by and I was like, I need to start making these calls. You know, I'm just procrastinating.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'm just like talking about Muslim entrepreneurs because the audience should be like only Muslim entrepreneurs. So they feel really like, you know, attracted to, oh my God, yeah, this is really a problem in my case, you know?
Yeah.
And it's actually like, of course, it's a human thing, but it's actually like a lot of Muslim entrepreneurs have that exact fear. So, okay, like...
And a lot of them, let me add this, bro, a lot of the Muslims, they have like an extra fear. Oh, they will not buy from me because I'm Muslim. Oh, they will not buy from me because I'm brown. Or they will not buy from me because I look like a terrorist or something like that. Oh, they will not buy from me because people are racist. Bro, let me tell you guys, this is just limiting beliefs in your head, bro.
Yeah.
Just to put this out there, bro. I'm from Bulgaria. I was in Spain. You know, I thought the same thing. Oh, these guys are gonna think I'm a Bulgarian mafia scammer and they'll not buy from me when they see in the contract Alexander Petrov. You know, like they'll be like, what is this? You know, but bro, these are just limiting beliefs, you know, and in my course, bro, like my top guy that he's making the most money there, he's a Moroccan, bro. He's Moroccan in Spain. He has a beard, bro, and he goes to people. He goes, you know.
I get what you mean.
Home by home selling stuff, and it's just a limiting belief, you know. But
how did you break this limiting belief?
No, you just do it, bro. You just do it. Like you can either have success or you can have stories. And stories are you know, like I don't have time for stories, bro. Like I
what
don't
do you tell yourself?
Like you can have excuses or you can have results. You cannot have both.
Yeah.
So I knew that. So you know, the audio book was like doing a good job in brainwashing my. So I was like, you know, I either have results or I either have excuses. So I'm not going to have excuses. So let me get these results in.
But this is such a good lesson because I think a lot of people have this problem of like being stuck in their situation, but not changing their stories they tell themselves. And I talked with a brother, it was like a few weeks ago, and he was so shy making the first cold call.
Yeah.
And we went into a call. He told me this, and we literally I just got through a process with him to all the stories he tell himself. Exactly what you said. Like, I'm brown. I can't, like, a lot of people, for example, think that my product is maybe not so good, or a lot of companies called before me. You know, but. If you change the story and you change what you tell yourself, you can literally change your belief. And if you change your belief, you can make the call. And if you make the call,
of course. I mean, I'm not too much into all those things. You know, I'm a pretty simple guy. You know, you just need to do it. You know, you just stop having this fantasy in your head, but just make the call. What's the fastest way to doing something, to convincing yourself to do something, to see that nothing will happen, that it's not the tiger won't come out of the bush and he will eat you, like you will not die, nothing is gonna happen. Is before you make whatever it is, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? I always, before taking a decision, I put myself in the worst case scenario. What's the worst thing that can happen? You call someone and he tells you no, and he hangs up the phone. Okay, so if that's the worst thing, you know, whatever, like tell me no. Assalamu alaikum. You know,
but this is like
why do I care?
This is such a nice lesson because
and by the way, every no takes you closer to a yes.
This is also true, but this is why is it like such a nice lesson? Because if you know that the worst case scenario, you still feel safe, or you're still safe, not the tiger coming out of the bush, you can't take the risk because the risk is not as big as you think. But in our heads, we like still thinking about, oh my God, what will happen if I do the call? Maybe
it's like overthinking, bro. You know, like overthinking kills everything. You know, you just need to take action. You know, one of my mentors was saying that you know, having a high IQ is not helping you in business. You know, anything over 80 It's like you can just throw it. It's useless. Like because the more IQ you have, usually the more you overthink things, right? And he was saying like the most successful guys in business are not the highest IQ ones. They're actually like the low on the lower end of the spectrum because they just take action, you know. The 130 IQ guys or the 150 or like the high IQ guys, bro, they just overthink about everything, you know. And that was me, by the way. I was like overthinking, but I was like, you know, I need to force myself to do like the thing, you know. But overthinking just is not gonna do anything. You just need to take action. You just need to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And 100%. Just for people's information, like less than 70 is like mentally retarded. So you don't need to be very smart. You need to be at 80, and anything over that, it's not really helping. You just need to take action, you know, because the people, you know, like the lower IQ people, bro, the people that are low IQ, bro, they don't think, bro, they just do stuff, you know, like they don't care. They don't think, oh, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. They just do it, you know.
True.
They just do it. Yeah. So you know, having IQ is not helping you. So you just need to do it, bro.
Okay, but after
you just need to act low IQ.
So, but when you got like your first win then, and you had your 7K a day, did you also had times where you still overthink right now? Like also when you like got your company, you got your course, you got your.
Bro, I love to overthink, bro.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, it's like my natural tendency, let's say, is like to, but yeah, I've trained myself to like to, yeah, I don't really, but yeah, like, you know, it's sometimes it's something that you cannot like control, you know, like I cannot control my IQ, I cannot control like some things, but I can mitigate it, you know, like when I find myself, and this is a problem, bro. I was thinking about it yesterday, like you can't let perfection stop your progress, because a lot of people, including myself, you know, like for example, now I have a YouTube channel where I've been wanting to make these videos forever, like because on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm uploading 3 times a day, but on YouTube, bro, I'm not making the videos because I have like this great idea of you know, the next video I've been wanting to make, bro, is why Islam objectively the truth, like no like facts, you know. I'm like, but I need to get all the facts, you know, like I get the nice video, bro, like this video, you know, like anyone that will watch this video will know why Islam is the truth, you know. But bro, like it requires time. It requires time for me to go and get the hadith and get the references, and you know, because I'm not talking just like this and saying things. You know, I put the references, and
100%.
I want to structure it in a way that it's like the best possible.
Yeah.
And this has kept me, bro, from making videos on YouTube for 2 months, bro.
Wow.
And I'm not uploading anything because I'm thinking about making this video. I don't have time to make the video, and then I'm not doing it. And bro, trust me, I can turn on the camera, bro, and I can get out there 10 videos a day, bro. I'm not short on words, but I'm not making it because me wanting to make it perfect is stopping my progress. So you don't need to. I still have problems today, and I'm working to fix it. But you know, you need to know what are your weaknesses.
Yeah.
And you either get a a partner.
Yeah.
And you partner up, and he covers your weaknesses, and you need to know your strengths and weaknesses, and bro, and you need to attack them, but you need to do something about it.
Yeah. But we have
it's a constant struggle. It's a constant struggle.
100%. But subhanallah, then we have like here a life. I would not say a problem. I would say a belief. Yeah. But subhanallah, then we have here a life belief from you, like having this perfectionism with like making this YouTube video. So what would you say, what did you change or what did you do now to take action? So people who watch this podcast see that your life, like transforming yourself from being like now right now 2 months into wanting to make this YouTube video, but now you take the action. Like, did you do something else or?
Yeah, no, bro. I was thinking about this morning before coming here with you, bro. I was thinking about this, and I was talking with my guy. I was telling him, bro, you know, like I'll force myself to make 2 videos a week. Yeah. Like no matter like what, you know, like because I'm telling you, I can put videos out there.
No,
it's just that I'm looking to make this one video, and for 2 months I haven't not make anything. You know, so. I was telling you, I'll force myself to do 2 videos a week, bro. I don't care. Like, I'll have to upload 2 videos a week. Then I was like, maybe I'll start with 1 because I'm not even uploading 1. So either 1 or 2, I'll make a decision and I'll start doing that every week, bro. Bro, you know, when I found one time in my life that I had my biggest progress was in the gym. when I made the decision, bro, I was like, in the next 6 months, you know, because we were, you know, like when you graduate, you finish the when you graduate 12th grade, like in Spain usually you go for a trip. So we were going to Ibiza. So I was not graduating, but I knew the guys from my last year's class were going, and I was going with them, you know. So I was like, you know, I need to get jacked, you know, for Ibiza. You know, the Jahiliyyah times, alhamdulillah for Islam, bro, because before that, you know, bro, it's all darkness, bro. But you know, I'm just telling you what it was.
No, 100%.
So the time that I made the most progress in my life was at that time with the fitness, with the gym stuff. I decided I will not skip a single workout in the next 6 months.
Okay.
And bro, my routine was like 5 times a week, I think. So I was like, there were some days, bro, I just went for like 10 minutes because I was like either late, and I was like, oh wait, if I don't get my workout in now, I will not get it done. So I was like, and I was training in my garage, you know, I was not going to the gym. So I was like going there, I was like pumping weights for 15 minutes, you know, I was not getting the 45 or an hour. Just 100%. Doing 15 minutes, but I was just doing it, you know, and that's when I had the biggest progress in that area of my life, in the gym, because for 6 months straight, bro, I was constant. You know, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the most beloved actions to Allah are the constant ones, even if they're small. Because that's how you make progress, bro. That's how you make progress. So I decided today. I took the decision because I was thinking about it today. Because you know, so I have a lot of stuff going on. It's not like, but YouTube is one of the things that I want to do, but I'm not doing because of this. I told you. So I was like, I'll force myself to make either 1 or 2 videos a week. And I'll make the same with the gym, bro. I don't care if it's Sunday, bro, and I've not made the video, bro. I'll open my selfie camera, bro. I'll record the video and I'll upload it on YouTube. But you need to get the thing done. You know, you need to make a decision and you need to get it done. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to get done, bro.
So you took this decision right now to make, or in the morning?
Yeah,
right
this morning, bro. A few hours ago, I took the decision. I'll see what my decision is. Either 1 or 2 videos a week. But I'll start at least uploading one video a week.
Very nice. And because like we have multiple lessons right now here, what people can really take from this podcast, because we have, first of all, to take the risk to, or at least to have the risk in mind, what it will cost you to not change. Then
the risk is staying where you're at. Right? This is the biggest risk.
This is the biggest risk, to stay where you're at right now. Then we have the expanding your mind. So when you are stuck in your bubble and you're not expanding your mind, you will stay in this bubble. You will stay with your circumstances.
You need to know there's a whole world out there that maybe you're not familiar with. But let me tell you, there's people making millions of dollars a day. Not a year, not a month, a day. So you can get like a small piece of the pie. Just if you make $500 a day, like I could explain right now in 10 minutes how you can make $500 a day. Just if you made that, bro, your life would change. So you just need to know that there's a whole world out there that you don't know, that you need to know.
Yeah, 100%. And then you said also that you should know your weaknesses and your strengths, so you can really attack your weaknesses, so you can upgrade yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And the last lesson was we talked like the most about that. What was the last lesson?
I don't know, bro. I see you have a good memory, because I'm not really good at going back for the last hour and just making bullet points of what we talked about. I'm not really good at that. I need to work on my memory, but
it was the perfectionism.
Don't let your perfectionism. Don't let perfection stop your progress. You need to be progressing, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can quote this, Alexander Petrov, beside this quote.
I'm sure there's people that have said it.
Yeah, 100%. But no, alhamdulillah. So, actually, like we talked like a lot about like a lot of things, mashallah. If we have people watching this right now and they are exactly where you were 2015, or at least they are stuck right now in their current situation and they want to change, what is the one thing what you would say they need to change?
They need to change what they're doing, because the definition of stupidity is keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. So people need
Albert Einstein,
I don't quote it, but you're German, so you
true.
so you have to know who this guy said it. I always say a famous person said this. I never say his name, but it was from Albert Einstein. So like you either don't know what you need to do, so you need to get the knowledge from the people that have it. To get what you want, to get the things that you want, Like either to make a certain amount of money, to be financially free, to not have to respond to your boss, and you can have free time for your family, to learn Quran, to whatever. You need to get the knowledge from the people that have it to get the things that you want. You either don't have the knowledge and you need to get the knowledge, or you have the knowledge but you're not doing anything. So in that case, you just need to take action. You just need to do it, Yeah. Like a lot of people come asking me like about, and like by the type of questions, I can see that they're expecting me to give them like the magic, the red pill the magic pill that will make them start making them like 10K a month or whatever. Bro, there's no secret to success. You just need to do it, bro. You just need to work your thing off,
So you would say we have like two buckets. We have like the bucket of the knowledge and then the bucket of the execution. And
exactly, you need to take action.
Yeah, either one will not work when you don't have the execution or the knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge without applying it. It's what is it for? Like, why? What benefit is that? That if you don't pray, you're a kafir. If you don't pray, well, how is it benefiting you? What benefit is that? That you need to wear the hijab. If you don't wear it, like, what's benefiting? It's actually against you. Because someone that doesn't know, he has the excuse of ignorance. Allah will not hold him accountable because he doesn't know. Yeah. But you know. So that now it's even worse. You know when you're not doing it,
Yeah,
so it's of no benefit. You need to have the knowledge and you need to apply the knowledge. You need to take action on it.
And do you have in your course also a lot of like Muslim entrepreneurs who are a little bit like further than this like beginner state and they want to just expand their current situation?
I I have people like making dozens of, over like 5 figures, yeah. But what do you exactly mean?
What are those people? What do those people have in common? For example, what is their biggest? What would you say? What have the people who make 5 figures and are still in your coaching? Yeah. What are their biggest challenges right now?
Okay, I thought you were gonna ask me what did they do different than the ones that. Okay, what are the biggest challenges? I don't know if they have challenges, bro. Because mainly, like I've had my course. I've had it for like a short period of time, so it's like in the beginning stages, we could say. I've had it like for a year, like I have it for a year, but if people have been coming in gradually, like bro, there was one guy that he made like 15K like the first month because he was already an entrepreneur, so he could apply the things. I don't know, to be honest, like, because my course is designed to make people go from, let's say, zero. Because my audience is not like an entrepreneur audience. My course is not like scale your business course. My course is like go from being a worker and to being to making 10K a month. I say 10K, I was with this business, bro, with my first business was making like around 20 to 30K a month. And I tell them, go to 10K. Then it's not designed to make people scale. I tell them how to scale, but if they're making 10K, bro, I'm happy, bro. I don't need to teach them anything else. If they want, maybe they can pay me for a consultation, but this is another. There'll be another course, bro. But it's just designed to make people go from nothing to having a business and changing their minds and yeah, this is what we do. So I the guys that are making like over 5 figures, bro, I don't worry about them. I worry about the guys that are not making anything.
Okay.
I'd be like, what you doing? What you doing, man? Why you not start making any money, bro?
Yeah.
No, man. You see all these people, bro. Now we made the challenge, bro. I made the challenge for them like to make at least 7K in 10 days.
Okay.
I made a master class. I explained everything, how to do it. And the people are sending the guys that are making money, they're sending the testimonials. And I'm like to the other guys, come on, man, you just take action. Because the thing that separates the people that have success with the ones that don't is that taking action, bro.
Yeah.
Is taking action. The ones that are doing it is just because they're applying what they're what they've learned in the course. There was one guy that I was talking to, he's Moroccan, he's like making over 10K. And I was like, bro, you should, why don't share more in the group chat, because he's always asking me in private. And like, the guys will, like, you should help a little bit more the game. Yeah. It's like, bro, you know why I don't talk in the group so much, bro? Because I'm not doing any, like, I'm just doing what you told us in the course, but I'm not going to tell them anything new, so it's just taking action. So it's just taking action, bro. You just need to do it.
SubhanAllah, yeah.
You just need to do it.
It's a very, very, very good lesson.
Yeah, you didn't ask for it, but I gave it to you anyway. You said the struggle of the ones that are doing over 10K, but I told you the course is not about that, so I don't care. Not that I don't care. I don't worry about them. They're already making 10K. They'll figure it out. If they want anything, they can ask me.
100%. But like this is because why I asked this question is because I will try to like for my course, for example, will target like Muslim entrepreneurs who already like have a business, you know, like who are still stuck in their current situation or just like want to upgrade themselves. So you would also say that the biggest difference between the people who are successful and who are not successful are if they have the knowledge, and this is like a huge amount of people that they just must need to take action, right?
Exactly. The most important thing is taking action, because maybe you don't have the knowledge and you take action and maybe you'll figure it out. But you could have all the knowledge in the world, bro. If you're not taking action, bro, Jeff Bezos can come here and tell you from A to Z and give you the money to start your own Amazon, bro. But if you don't take an action, you're not going to do anything, bro.
100%. So it was a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me, bro.
Of course. See you, inshallah.
See you in the masjid today for Dhuhr, inshallah.
See you for Dhuhr, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.